TI တော်တော်စိုးစိုး TI ဟမ်
You
price
can
ဘူးရရောက်ပြီတော်တော်ဒဲတာ
onto illusions from Shadow Demon.
ဒါပေမဲ့ဓာကြီးရမှာ
Because if you use
ဓာကြီးတော့ရ
your ulti onto illusion, it's gonna.
အဲ့ဓာကြီးကအိမ်ပါနေရာရှုပ်တာပဲရှိတာဟော
It's not gonna latch onto another
ပတ်
illusion.
သက်ပါတောင်းလို့ရ
Another
လက်
way.
ဖက်လက်ဖက်ထည့်ပြီးတော့တိတ်လုံးစားလို့ရတယ်
Hero potentially, like not so
Save your
good
mind.
against this, but against like the illusion based.
Twist မှာမတွေ့ဘူးဒိုတာထဲမှာပဲတွေ့ what the fuck
Oh, yeah,တွေ့ချက်မှရှိ
immediately.
link ပို့လိုက်
ဒီ link ပို့လိုက်ပို့လိုက်
Final phase of the last game.
Hey, mate, they will do that.
TSM, now they pick it up early
Huh?
for Thundra,
Hey,
and
bro.
it does give them that team fight.
Look
with
here.
advantage. Is it still just
Look here,
Thundra
wait,
going
wait.
into the early meteor hammer?
နောက်ကြတော့ရှင်း
Most likely, what you want to do with it, because it synergizes so
Okay.
well with the hero.
I'll
You
spray
buy into
one
an
out
early
of it,
ring.
မင်းကြီးများဝင်ထုတ်လာပြောမရအောင်
Two heroes rotating on top of you. Then you want to pressure the tower. Seeing Grimstroke plus.
ဘာမဟုတ်အဲ့မဟုတ်ငါတင်းကြီးကမားတယ်မဟုတ်တော့ဘူး
Enough tower damage.
ဟုတ်တာပဲတင်က
တင်းတူပါ
He wants to
ဟာ
buy.
ကိုဖီနဲ့ကိုမဟုတ်ဘူးတင်းတူ
And
က
also,
အဲ့ဒါပဲ
some
လာ
heroes
တာ
that
ပြော
they
လို့ပြ
pick, Spirit Breaker, Grimstroke, these are really
ဒ
good
ဇယ်ကို
heroes
ဘန်တာ
against
လား
Slark, which is
အဲ့တော့တစ်စက်မှာဘန်းတာလို့ရ
counter to
Okay.
Titan.
Không đi bếp ghê bạn ạ.
In the lane.
တကယ်ရတယ်တကယ်ကက်
So
တာပဲ
they
Bad
need to stay
bit.
away
ဒီ
from
ကောမတဲ့ဘယ်သူမှတက်လို့မရသူကြည့်တော့အေးတာလဲတဲ့ဟိုးတောင်တော့
Banning that ogre,
But who's
that's
on
the
that?
hero that you talked about in the previous draft.
Yeah, that's a mid ogre if I've seen one. This is
TSM
a
က
top
ကောင်းနေ
class.
ရုပ်
It's
ကတော့လေ
been
ကြည့်
popular
ွယ်
because people wanted to make this blade
TSM
more
ဘာမှတွန်းထားနိုင်ပါလား
playable on more heroes,
Really?
and then
Thundra
some
နိုင်တာ
top
တန်သွားနိုင်တယ်
because why not? You become unkillable. You also
ကျွန်တော်အဲ့လို
get
နိုင်မဲ့တေချာ
miles,
ပွဲကြောင့်လောင်းသွား
You have like
ဟုတ်အဲ့
5,000
ဒါကြီး
ဒီယူနှစ်ပွဲနိုင်ပါလို့
မဟုတ်အဲ့ဒါကြီးချင်းတော့ကအေး
Get them out of each.
စားမမြအောင်
plus blade
ဒီ
mail,
ကိုကြည့်ပြရမှာပါ
like regeneration,
Hey, come here.
damage that you deal, you
ဟုတ်
scale
တယ်
so
အဲ့တ
well.
ရုပ်တွေက
LGD ကအဒဲဘုတ်တတိယလောက်တော့လာအောင်ဝင်လားမသိဘူး
TSM.
အဲ့တော့လာမှာမဒီတော့
ကြည့်ပြရလေအဲ့
Kind
ဒီ
of surprised that.
ဟိုတင်းလီကွေတရားရခဲ့တဲ့ယူပြီးတဲ့ဆိုတာက
Like
အဲ့
how
တော့
Shay's going
They
into
bad
this
like
third
that.
pick, but I guess
အေးလို့အဲ့တော့ပြပါပါ
Bad like
တရုပ်တက်တဲ့အိမ်ပါတော့ဘယ်လောက်ပတ်လိုက်လဲဆိုတာဒီဒူတာတူရဲ့ရှိရဲ့အဲ့တော့ဘတ်စပလက်ပါပဲရှိရဲ့အိုင်ဒီအကုန်ကုန်ပါ
Bristle was a hero you talked
အဲ့တော့ဟိုဘက်ကလည်းစိုးတာဘရစ်စတဗန်နဲ့
ကြည့်တော့အဲ့ဒါတပွဲရှုံးသွားတယ်ကွာပြောလိချက်လေးရှိသေးတယ်တပွဲရှုံးသွား 3D တွေရှုံးသွားတယ်ရ
ဟိုဘက်ကဘာ BB မစ်လားဒါမှ SP မစ်လား
Like,
ဘယ်လိုကြီးရော
I think
half sprint
Ari is extremely
That's pretty
good
major.
player. I would say
သူစံပြန်ပြီးပိုင်းတော့
Kaori from Quest, he's the best Phoenix player. He's just insanely good
Right.
on the hero, but he also plays Phoenix really well. It's gonna be like the percentage-based damage, a lot of team fight. They don't have a hero that kills the
Yeah, it to be
any attack speed whatsoever.
LGD ပွဲလေး
Bye, bye.
Thinking about
ဟာ
matchup against
Bye,
Bristol
or-
Black, something that can kill Phoenix Egg, also something that could potentially survive some of these earlier Earth Spirit rotations.
တော့ဆန် MK နဲ့တကယ်ထွက်လာမယ်ပြီဒီဘွဲရောက MK နဲ့ရိုက်နေနေပြောမရအောင်
ဟုတ်
ဘ
တယ်
န်းတာ
ဒီတကယ်လို့မရဘူး
Spirit Breaker
ဘာလို့လဲဆို
naturally
ဘတ်
just
ဖြီ
going
ပါ
to
တော့
Silver Edge.
Yo,
Like, isn't that
they get
what
yeah, yeah, yeah,
up on him and it's not
Feed
really
it.
You
to
can.
the build?
အေး Phoenix ကိုပါအောင်
But it's like-
ဒီအဲ့စပူတာကောင်တဲ့ဒီကောင်အဲ့ MK ကိုင်
I
တော့တော်ယူနေ
they go for overwhelming damage. Like this is gonna be
ငါတို့ဒီ map လေးမှာအိမ်မပစ်ကြတာလေနော်7အဲ့တော့ဒီငါတို့ရိုးပါလောက်ကြည့်ပွဲတိုင်းမလို့
position 4တွေပဲပြတာကော
also pick up a shard of your own.
အဲ့တော့ position 4တော့ဟုတ်လောက်ဘူးကွာ
So you can
ဒီဘက်စပန်ဖြစ်နေဟိုဘက်မှာလုတ်ပြနေကောင်ဗျာ
run away from Phoenix Egg if you
အဲ့အဲ့ကကြည့်ရဲ့
And
အဲ့လို
also,
Green Starက
Silver
mid လာမှာ
has explosive damage, so you
ဒီ
could
တော့ကြည့်တာ
kill Bristol back end. You talked about the Silver Edge buyer. This is where Sven's gonna come in very handy.
And the Storm.
အဲ့တော့တိုက်ကလည်းမင်း support ဖြစ်နေဖြစ်နိုင်နော်
You know, Sven is-
တိုက်ကတော့မဆော့ဘူး
heroes who-
ပရိုဝဲမှာ
When-
ဆော့လို့ပေါ်
when you say Sven, which player in the DPC right now?
Yatoro.
တိုက်စဖို့ကတည်တယ် single draw လောက်ပါပဲတော့ပါ
We've seen Sven in a
တော့
couple
ပါရီ
different
ယူကြီးပါ
slide ကန်ကဘန်းတာသူတို့အဲ့ဆိုရင်တော့မင်းဟိုပါဗော7ဟို carry source တွေရှင်
early for Sven is
တိုက်ကောပါလေတိုက်ကော offlane ဆို
စပန်ကေရကောင်းတယ်ဒီဘက်မှာဒီစပုတ်လုံးအောင်ကွာဒီကောင်စပုတ်ကောင်းပေးပြီရှိုက်တွေ့ရ
တော့ကဆောင်းမိုက်သွားတယ်
An apparition on the side of TSM in this final phase. And is
ပြီး stand တွေရတယ်များအောင်တကယ်ခုတ်လို့တော့နိုင်တယ်
you're comfortable picking up this
မင်းဒီမှာ dribble
ဟုတ်လို့ရ
He's
မယ်
been
ဆို
quite
ဟုတ်တယ်
for a long time.
He's been
အဲ့ top စရဘယ်အမြတ်တော့မလဲမသိငါကြည့်နေ
during Dream.
ဒီခုနောက်ဆုံးပစ်ကြမှာဒီကောင် hero လာမလားမသိဒါမှမဟုတ်ငါတို့ Crystal ကြီးတော့မကြည့်တော့မပစ်တော့ပါဘူးအဲ့လောက်ကြီးတော့မယူမိုက်တော့ပါဘူး
Aghanim Scepter gets Satanic.
ဒီကောင်လှုပ်ချင်လှုပ်နေငါပြောမရဘူးကောင်ကြီး
Then you can't kill him, so you need to stop.
တခါလေပြောမြောက်ဖဲ့လေထွက်လာလိုက်တယ်
Apparition is that guy.
အဲ့ကောင်ရနဲ့ယူသွတ်တယ်လုံးဝဘာကောင်ကြီးမသိပြီးအဲ့ကောင်ရ block game မှာနေနေ
He did mention at the
အဲ့တန်
surface
3ခွက်လောက်နဲ့
here
လိုက်ချင်ချ
what
နေရ
he
ပြီဆောင်း
wants
ဆို
to do. He wants to pick up his Aghanim Scepter, get that shard, build
ဘာ
up
ဘာ
his
အဲ့နောက်ဆုံးဖမ်းတာတစ်ချက်ကြည့်လိုက်ပါ
all
အဆာ
all those heals, but Ancient Apparition
ဘာထုတ်ချင်ဒီကောင်
could have been a good one, and also
7နဲ့တိုက်အတွက်ပဲအကုန်ပစ်ပန်းပေးထားတာ
like lane it differently. I want to see maybe there's some reasoning to put Spirit Breaker on the mid lane.
သူ့မိကပါဟီရိုဖြစ်တာပတ်
And no.
မဟုတ်ဘူးဟဲ့ကလင်းထုတ်တာ
တွေ့ဘလို့လဲ
What a last pick. I mean,
ကလင်းမစ်
Clinks even in your mind coming into that
တ
fight.
ကယ်ကလေးမြကောင်းလို့
No, I was just like theory crafting.
Top side side.
အရင်တော့ကလေးကအဲ့အကြိုက်ဆုံးကလေးရောပါတယ်အခုဒီကောင်လေးအဲ့ကလေးကိုအရင်ပြက်စီးပလိုက်
Another annoying hero
Who the
that
winner?
can move around the map. But
Yeah,
knowing
အခု
how
ကလေးကဖားတယ်
Top side ကလင်းပြောပြ
I believe he picked it once or twice during league season.
စောလို့လားအဲ့
Sorry, I
Quest
got-
becomes super active. Magic Wand goes into these early fights. He gets
ရိုးကြီးဒီ
Dragon
ကိစ္စ
Lance
ကြီးလှလိုက်တာ
and,
ရောက်
like whatever
Okay.
you want to buy. If you need like
ညောင် give လောက်ရတယ် give လောက်ရတယ်
Silence, picks up the Orchid. You could also get something like Diffusal Blade. There's a variety
လူ
of
နာတဲ့ဟဲ့
things you
what
can
the
buy.
fuck
And in the end, it's going to be Shadow Demon Luna.
Spirit mid လာမလား
For the earlier base time.
Spirit mid ကိုများ
Sane
တယ်
will be playing that Bristleback on the off lane. I feel like TSM
ဟိုဘက်ကနာမည်လေးဟွာဟုတ်တယ်ကွာတော့ဆန်မစ်လာ
still
ခွေးတိုင်းကနေကလင်းနဲ့မစ်တော့
because of the like team fight that
Piyali,
put up,
Piyali,
I can see the strength
Piyali
of
mid.
TSM
Active
lying in this one.
ဒါပေမဲ့ပြောတော့ပြောတယ်ကွာ
Became a lot more reliable with the bands that actually came out from.
SB မစ်ဆိုရင်ဟောဘွားနေမှာ
Slark in the
SB မစ်ဆိုဟောမွားခံရပါ
We've seen Slark be a very
အဲ့လိုပြောမှကြိုက်
counter to some Lunas in the past. And
SB ကပို
picking it up, it's something we talked about
လ
earlier.
က်ကမလို့ဒီ
They
ပို
had
လဲ
the option to go to this
ဟိုကလည်း
series,
ကောင်းပြီ
Shadow
ပြောပြော
Demon, and you see everybody picking up their heroes.
TS ဆိုဘယ်ကောင်နေမှမသိဘူးမူးလို့ဘာလို့
On
သိလား
33, picking up their tide.
အဲ့ဒါမူးလို့ဘာလို့နဲ့တွေ့
And Ryle on the Earth Spirit, so now trying to show
Yes,
up.
I will.
the
Show
guy
Hold
you
on.
who
your
just
Jane.
တင်မာတိုတို့ဘာလို့တင်မာတိုတို့တည်ရ
Anything you could do, I can hope to do
Tomato.
better.
It's not
Hey,
it's
Timado,
really bad for Earth Spirit. Like he Clay becomes super annoying early on. You want to max out
အဲ့ quest e-sport မှာတကောင်ရှိ
attack,
web
you
ဆန်
wanna
လာ
get
အဲ့ကောင်
the-
ဆောင်း
that
ကြမ်းတယ်နော်
HP. You can't
Oh, what's
die.
that mode,
Like,
dude?
that's the thing with the hero. Earth
what's
Spirit,
that bad, yeah?
Clay sees like
What's
oh,
that about
this
it?
is
What
crazy
are-
because there was a
See,
bad
like, what you always
because
think of
it's
what
been
I-
position four.
မဟုတ်ဘူးမဟုတ်ဘူး web ဆန်လေး
Guardian.
One blood grenade, one slow.
Eh.
This is not the same.
မမ
thing.
web ဆန်ရှိရ web ဆန်ရှိရ web ဆန်ကငါ့ဟာ
I think
0
he's
တော့
doing
1လာမသိ
really well in this lane because he puts ton of
ဟော
pressure.
ဒီကောင်
You
straight
can
ပါလား
also
straight
kill
ပါ
threat.
straight တော့
Early on,
မဟုတ်ဘူး stream မဟုတ်ဒီပွဲမှာပါတယ်
2 points.
ဘယ်အသင်းမှလည်းမသိလို့ငါမေ့နေလို့
That heal,
အဲ့ကောင်ဒီဆောင်းချီဆိုတာနေ
summon the skeletons. You can like use it on your skellies as well, get that heal going. So I don't
Alright,
think
then,
Thompson should
alright,
die in this
yeah.
one. And I've seen him play this during
What?
Dream League. He looked really, really
Ah,
good
no,
on the hero. Like we
ဝက်ဆန်
mentioned,
ဝက်ဆန်ဘယ်အသင်းရအောင်ငါ
Thompson,
မေ့ပါဘူး
he
fuck
likes to play these weird heroes on the mid lane and already giving us a treat.
တော်ဆန်ရဲ့ coach ကဟို
Earth Spirit,
Oi,
and the
2000.
second one
Ah.
Clanks.
Oh, yeah, hold on.
ဒီကောင်
Be fun to see.
Eh, babe, how?
ဆရာဒါကငါဦးကြီးကလေးတည်တယ်ဒါက
On my screen, that's meaning some companions.
Oh, you do those, yeah. You know, easy.
Well, let's see how this goes as we get into game number
Easy.
2.
Shui kid one.
And it should be a fun one. I'm wondering who has to get off the jump line
အ
first.
ဒီရအောင်ဖားဖြ
We
စ်တာ
talked about Earth Spirit in game number 1 from Thompson.
အ
was
ဒီဒီ
moving
အဲ့တော့
around the map,
ထွက်လိုက်ဝင်လိုက်
kind of be selfless in
အဒီ
himself.
ဒီထွက်သွား
and
ခြင်းမ
getting
တော်တ
kills
ကော
for his team. But you've also now you got
Yeah, when I
Earth
saw
Spirit
you.
going up against
Yeah, I
Clinks.
saw you.
Both these heroes can kind of move
PVD
around.
အဒီ
early
ဒီကိုထည့်နေကြီး
Tomato already scouting,
sorry.
wants to use this night
Yeah,
vision
good.
to
Oh,လာပြီ
see if there's any wards, any heroes on
No.
the high ground. Thundra, they already made a move.
ငါမူးလိုက်မယ်တင်တယ်
Trying
မ
to
မြင်ရ
wrap around.
မြင်ပါလား
Level 1 is really strong.
Yeah,
Grimstroke, Blood Grenade, Stroke
Yeah,
of
but
Fate,
you-
ဟုတ်တယ်
multiple heroes, Stormhammer, but they're
အဲ့စပီ
gonna fall
မေ
back.
ဟုတ်
ဘာပဲရော show ရပါတော့
I
ဘာလို့
think
လူ
Oh,
ကြီးက
oh,
လူ
they
ကြီးပေါ်
blocked the
တင်းနေ
big
မာ
grenade.
ကြည့်တာငါ top ဆန်လာမယ်တင်းတာငါ SB ကဟိုမှာဟွာဖြစ်နေကြောင်းနေဖြစ်
on this bristleback.
ငါကြည့်နေတာ SB ကိုပိုကြည့်ကြည့်တယ် top ဆန်
This early on,
The
but
boy
bristleback
was solid.
because first
Oh,
time that he
snaps,
goes
yeah.
for is Vanguard, and then you have just like all you need to have.
That
mana
doesn't make
or
that
your
big.
back.
SB ကတာမယ်တင်တော့
You choose.
Mana or
စားလို့ရတယ်အဲ့ကောင် range နဲ့ပဲ
you got
1ကဒီကောင်ကစ်လိုက်လို့ရှိရင်တော်တော် damage များတယ်
it.
Not the minute.
Bristle things.
လက်စစ်ကစားနာအဲ့ကောင်တော့ကတော့ဆုံးပြရစားလို့
a very strong hero in the pub, so we've been seeing that.
ဒီဟိုကောင်လေးကမင်းငါလို့ပြော့ဖက်လို့
competitive matchup.
ပြောဖာမှာကြိုက်
This time it's not 3 bounty runes for the side.
ပြောဖာ
The
မှာ
one of
အဲ့ကွာ
Thundra get 2.
Yeah,
They'll
when
get
I
3
first
themselves.
when this like when the patch dropped and they changed his Aghanim Scepter on Bristleback, I'm like, I have to test it out. After testing, I'm like, this is really not good. I don't like it because like the way it describes it, it's like you have to turn into 30 angle with the cone southwest. Like
ကြောက်ကြိုးပေးပြီ
that's why it looks like it sucks. And then I saw some guy carry me in a pub, and I'm like, and this is
Let me
really
start
good.
with
I like that a lot. One of the reasons why this matchup, in particular, I said that Brawl's gonna get dumped.
Level 2 ရောက်လို့ရတယ်
There's a couple of heroes that
Level 2တော့သူပြန်ပြီးကန်လို့ရ
Earth Spirit in the mid lane, like
Down
Kuka, he does okay-ish, even though I've
Nice,
seen
that
him
one.
go like both ways.
So-
Earthshaker is the other one where you just enchant totem, but you can't lane against
အ
claims.
စင်ကမယုံရပို့လိုက်တော့ရအောင်
Harass
microscope က
every
ထည့်
single
လိုက်
time you get close, and you
မ
can
မြင်ရ
see
မှာ
the
ဆို
wave already in, securing 4
တက်
CS.
ထားပြီလား
ဘောပြတဲ့ကိစ္စတွေ
တက်ထားပြီ
microscope ကထည့်လိုက်မမြင်ရမှာဆို
He's
လို့
taken already.
တက်ထားပြီလား
Only a couple denies from both of them. The Thompson, he just does not want to let
ပလင်းထဲမှာထည့်တာရရှက်ပြီးတော့
လေးတော့တက်တာ microscope နဲ့ကြည့်မှရမယ်ဒီအောင်
Let him do what he did to them.
တောက်လို့ရေးစိတ်ညစ်စရာကြီး
Just right click him, it's that easy.
မမောတော့3တော့ဆိုပြန်ပြီးတော့မြင်သေးတယ်
Keep harassing.
ပုံစံတီးခဲ့
Malcolm.
50 health and
ဒီကောင်
တ
လေး
မုံလိမ့်နေ
အဲ့သူတို့ဆိုရင်အရန်ကြိုက်တဲ့ဟာအဲ့တာဝါရှိမှဖြဲတဲ့ခါမှာတာဝါအထုမခံအောင်
delivery because it may not be
အဲ့
fast
သုံး
enough.
တိုက်လို့ရှိတယ်ဒီ3စက္ကန့်အထဲဝင်
Far
ပြ
back,
ချက်
his
လက်ထွက်
Scream's trying to
အဲ့
get
ပြ
it
ပြ
into
ဝင်အဲ့လို
equilibrium where he feels
စောင်းတိတာငါတို့ဆိုပြီးတော့တာဝါပြစ်ခဲတယ်ကိုဒစ်ဒစ်ကြိုက်တယ်အေကြီးပြခရစ်ပြန်ထောက်လိုက်ဟိုကလည်းဒါတော့လည်းနောက်တိကြရလို့ငါလည်းလိုက်တယ်
survivability for a
High
second
ground.
though.
Eventually, like
Oh, it's a
Brown
pro
will pick
move,
up
I'm
when
letting him
Thompson
kill.
goes to one side.
ခရစ်ပဲလွတ်တာလားမဖြစ်ဘူးခရစ်ပဲလွတ်တာ
Should be able to pick one
Oh, you
more.
pro that long view.
This is still a lot of
Oh,
harassment
damn it.
coming out early on. Not like Brown's doing okay in terms of CS.
ခရီးမစားဘူး
And we didn't
Quick
talk too much
goes out,
about
the
the
Nalo
Phoenix
Huago,
melee
Joe
lane
Pia.
into Phoenix Luna. Tomato should feel pretty good. Luna has been used as a counter to Tidehunter for a relatively long time. People tried to go with like, you know, some troll early on, something ranged that can pump in some damage. She does well, but Tidehunter, he also farms. Like, he doesn't care too much about her.
Oh, such a
Right click, the
Joe
reason
Pia.
why she is considered to be good is mixed damage against Tide, having, you know, magical and physical.
I just kind of standing his ground at the moment. See mid is just
ရောက်ကျိုး
Bryle to roll away.
လေးပဲ
ငါအရှိကိုပေးမတတ်တာမီး
ဟေးလို့အဲ့ဒါဒီကောင်အဲ့ဒီကန်စားမှပဲရမှာမဟုတ်လို့မလွယ်ဘူး
As they swapped lanes in game number 1, this time they're going to keep it
ခရစ်ရတယ်ဒီကောင်ယူပါလို့ခါ
standard.
လေပဲတစ်စင်တာ
He's going for
ဒီကောင်လည်းငါတို့လိုကျင်းနေ
3 minutes into the
ဘုံက
game.
သိနေတယ်ပဲဖိုးရောက်မှာ
Thompson has
နာဒီမှာတွေ့မယ်
17 and 9. Well, he's sitting
How can you
at
go?
11 only.
နောက်ကြီးရောက်
Over here to just disable this watcher.
7နဲ့ပဲဟိုလို့တယ်တော့ခရစ်ရတာဒီခုနကငါတို့ကြည့်တဲ့ NG ပွဲနဲ့မတူဘူး
Hit himself on 20 CS and I don't
Bad
know
job,
what to
boy.
say
Yeah,
about
well,
the
I got born
performance
in
coming in from Thompson, and so Boulder Smash to try and get a couple of
မ
creeps.
ဆုတ်တော့ဆုတ်တယ်ဗောနော်ဒါပေမဲ့ဒီကောင်ကဟိုမဆောင်ဘူးရောမင်းတော့မဆောင်ဘူး
We really
Wait up.
love to watch these lanes where one
အဲ့ကောင်
guy
ဟောမှ
can
မ
do
ဖြစ်တာ
things.
ရဖြစ်တယ်လေ
ဟိုအရင်ဟောမ
Well, it
ဖြစ်
really is. It's just like
Oh, yeah.
thinking how he can come back
မတန်ကွာ
into the game. Something that
ဒီ
Thompson
ပတ်
did
ဆိုင်ရဆို200အာဒီဘိုင်းဆို200ကျော်တန်တော့မတန်ဘူးနော်
level 5 because if you can't lane
200နဲ့ဘယ်လောက်လဲ220 225 230
မသိနေရကြော်တယ်
who can make a rotation pre-level 6 and still make a successful gank.
break လာတယ်
George is coming through, but will be stopped?
အဲ့ပရိုဘယ်မှာအဲ့လာတဲ့ဟာကွက်တီနော်ဟိုဘက်စဖို့ဒီဘက်စဖို့အချိန်ကကွက်တီတယ်
Through this water
အဲ့
rat.
ကျန်3အောင်လို့ဘက်3အောင်လည်းဘက်3အောင်လည်းရအောင်
For a moment.
စောင့်
Like
ကော
you
င်း
said, he's kind of okay with soaking
အဲ့လိုအဲ့မျိုးကဲတိုင်မနေရှိတယ်
ဟိုဘက်က3
ကဲတယ်ကြီးဘောရမော
The matchup.
ညံတော့ကိုယ်လက်ကလည်းကွာ magistrate 3တော့ဟိုဟာလေးချက်တဲ့ချင်းအဲ့တဲ့ချင်းကိုချက်ပြန်ကောင်းတယ်ညံတော့သူတက်တယ်
Oh, yeah.
Bad mistake, yeah. I mean, it's not like he dropped his Midas.
ကုံတာလေးကွာလေးတကယ်ချင်း
Yeah, that would've been
အေးဘော
pretty bad.
So,
The
yeah.
Acre stop is right on top.
Ah, okay.
ပြန်တက်လို့ရပြီပြန်တက်လို့ရပြီ
Bottom lane as well.
Magistrate က
They're trying to get the first blood on
Ah, tira.
and will do so. So Tomato having a much
Tira,
better
tira.
lane. Of course, you know, now getting a kill in this one. Whitemon's going to be able to survive.
ကိုက TSM နော်
Screen to the top right, you can see
TSM ရှုံးပြီတူပဲ
going on the other stream.
အဲ့မျိုးကအားပေးလို့တော့ကျုံးမဲ့တော့တယ်
You've got Entity, EG, Spirit, 9 Pandas.
ဟောဆန္ဒတပွဲနိုင်လဲဆိုတပွဲကျန်ရှော့
and Boom against
Short song.
Awaken. Some cool streams to check out. Or if you have 5 monitors, watch them all at one time with the volume at 100%.
Sounds like a great idea. They're going in bottom
Oh, yeah.
onto
Yeah,
Tabata.
they got-
ဖြတ်သေးဩ
ကောင်းတယ်ကွာ
Whoa. Thought about going and
TSM,
sticking down to Tomato to get the stun, and
TSM.
they get the kill on a 9, and it's now 2-0 TSM.
ကျုံးပြီ
That's a ballsy move there.
Give it vulnerable in the top lane.
Ah,
So
yeah.
Sonny's on him with
ဟော
all
စမန်ဆုံးပြီ
And
ဒီမှာတည်ပြီ
get through these trees and
Ah.
get the maze over here, but
Shadow ဒီမောစတက်ကောဟိုဟာမစ္စတာနှစ်ခုစီနေတေးရည်
there's like bunch
တန်ကထွက်သွားရ
mid lane နဲ့နိုင်ပြီးတော့ပါ
Viscous
Why
Goo, Shadow Poison stacks. This also like Kasane can't die now. They need to bring.
Ah, yeah, cancel why?
Is also like
Former ball, why?
so I feel like Kasane is gonna have a really good game. Like all lanes
ဟဲ့မင်းလည်းကတည်းကပေးညနာပေးလို့သိ
in
တာ
favor of TSM except for the.
ကန်တရားမို့ဂေးပန်းဟာ
He's still recovering.
ဒီပြန်ကြည့်နေဘယ်ကောင်အရင်ညော်တယ်အဲ့ညော်တဲ့ကောင်ဝေးပဲ
ညိုတော့ကောင်ပေးဘူးတောက်ကြမကောင်း
found somebody.
သွား
Got the roll.
Shield rune.
ဟိုကလိုက်ပက်နေပြီ
As that Inkswell charging snaps onto Brile. Magnetized,
Even more
Vigorous
numbers
dive.
on their
There
head.
it is again.
Ah,
Tiny
Magnetized.
numbers, big
အဲ့4 စီးတယ် what
silences if eventually with geomagnetic grip. Like it's not going to be easy to tell what's above the heads of some of these heroes.
နောက်ကအဝါအောင်တာသူနာအောင်တာ
The strat is just numbers.
Tomato also putting a second point into Lucid Beam. Usually, like Luna, just keep one, but it seems like he might want to be able to get the kill onto Tidehunter, which is not the easiest thing to do. And look at what 33 is doing. He's just being super annoying. Does 33 things. Stacks this camp and then drags the creep wave towards it to maximize his farm.
He sees Brile coming over. He's got this ward down and Boulder Smash will
Brile
steal 3 of
four
those
of them.
creeps. Yeah, 4 of them.
Oh, like
Okay, gets another.
5.
That feels pretty good, and you can see 33 trying to be cheeky and reach the roll. Lucent Beam is here, and I don't know if he's going to be taking enough to survive.
Ah, come on, people.
Ravage
Only be like, yeah.
is out, but they're still on him. They've got the roll. They'll get the kill
နှ
anyway.
မျိုးဆက်စစ်ကြည့်ပါ
So
ပြီ
not only do they get the kill on a 33, but Ravage
စောစောစီး
extended
ပေးလိုက်လောက်လိုက်ပေါ့
their big team fight spell, and they should feel pretty safe going in the next minute or so.
Thompson still yet to make his first rotation. Try to make something happen on the top lane, but look at the amount of stacks that they made in the triangle. Thompson wants to steal a couple of those.
အယုံပါတော့
A couple, he'll take one for now. But Ari caught
ညာကြညာကြဒီတရားမှုတာကလေးရ
one
ဘယ်လို
dead. It's the first kill there for Thundra. Kasane coming over. They've
ထိ
got
တာ
33.
ထိတာပွားကြီးခရတဲ့ဘားတွေကြီးရောက်ကြီးဘယ်
Use
တော့
that down bottom. So Brile,
ဟုတ်
he's trying to run with the shield rune, has the roll, and now picks up a haste. So do they even think about re-engaging here on the side of TSM?
Yeah, we go. When's I?
He
Yeah,
wants to
they're going.
steal some of those stacks.
Then he wants the stacks. They want to contest these stacks. They can't allow Kasane to just get all this gold. He's already having a good start to the game, and they're going to go for
ပုံ
the
စား
aces.
what the
Look at the
fuck
positioning. They're covering every
They're
single
getting
area.
away with it, being
Brile
power.
is thinking about jumping in. Does have that haste and also shield rune, which is about to expire, but needs to
So
go
there's
in.
the roll. Magnetized, 9 in trouble. He'll fall. The rest of the team on the side of Thundra looking to escape. Inkswell and they've got everybody else out. At least
အဲ့စပင်းတော့အောက်ထဲမှာနော်
Lyle
ပြီးတော့လိုက်သွားတယ်
looks to sneak him. Let's see if he can get anything going.
That's a good
Getting the
move
courier.
from Thundra, invading the enemy triangle. They knew that these stacks are going to happen. Another jump.
Silence
From
from Brile.
Brile.
Brace. Brile was
dodge.
Ari's here with White.
Sorry,
Blood,
no.
and now the roll lands. Bounty Rune's going to be picked up by Staking, but it will cost him his life. Much better start here for
ပေါ့
TSM.
စစ်ဘယ်လိုလုပ်ပါလဲပေါ့ဆက်
မသိဘူးဒီကောင်ဟီးရိုးနေထားရဒီကောင်ကီရောကြိုက်ကြလားလဲ
It just feels like Brile's doing what Thompson did.
Oh,
Right?
yeah,
He's
he
recovering,
gone.
finding himself
what the fuck
spots to go forward.
Yeah,
in.
give you
Finds
again.
the Sven.
See.
Like the roll over stops the TP. Stormhammer's not going to do anything. They've got Kasane.
Well,
on
but
the
how
bottom,
would you get
another
that?
kill. They're cleaning them up as bottom lane now.
Oh.
33. Ravage at 15. He uses that number sort to get in the
ပုံရအောက်တွေလိုက်ရှာ
Use the clips on
ဒီရ
him.
နေပြည့်တော့
Luna's night vision.
ဘယ်သူကရိုက်တယ်ဟောပြောတော့ဟုတ်ကဲ့
ဖိချတယ်
အော်ကျွန်တော်ဖောက်ဆိုင်
ဖိချတယ်နေဟိုကြီးကလို့အမှန်ကလိုက်ပြေးတာကွာအပေါ်အောင်
ညာရေးငါတို့ကြည့်ရတဲ့နိုင်ရှုံးတယ်လားမသိဘူးကွာ
Mato, who's on top of the
Oh,
map,
TSM
he
brother.
can't die. He can play like, in their faces.
မဟုတ်ဘူးကွာဇင်းတို့လောင်းတဲ့တင်နိုင်ရှုံးမှာလားမသိ
Go
ဘူး
for these early, like, easier kills. Bristleback is not gonna die. Try to get a kill on Shadow Demon.
ဇင်းတို့ကဘက်ကန်ကြ
They
ရေး
could also play
Oh,
Luna if
တ
they
ကယ်အမှန်လိုက်ပဲကနား
လုံးနေလုံးတော့ပဲဒီမှာ
လာပြီလာပြီလာပြီလာပြီ
Charge's gonna come from behind. They've got the Phantom's Embrace.
တေးရ
တက်ရောမြင်မြင်ပြတ်ပါရမှာပေါ်ပြီ
ကောင်းပါပြီ
Down, but there's already with the save.
မသေးတော့
တေးတော့ဘုံဝိုင်းကော
ဒါပဲလေ
Toronto's gonna have some illusions to work with. Elusive being the role from
What's
Brown.
up,
They get
mine,
the
oh, yeah.
and again,
I'm gonna-
another
Oh,
attack
man,
from
look.
Thundra just
တမ်းတော့တကယ်ရှယ်မပလန်နဲ့မာတယ်အမိုင်းလေးစောင်းများတယ်ကြည့်
level 5, maybe with Nether Strike, they
Oh,
will
oh,
be
lao ra
able to
rồi.
get back away from
Tara.
Shadow Demon and
မဟုတ်ဘူးတကယ်ကဇင်းတို့လောင်းတာတွန်းထွက်ပြီးပါ
the skeleton
Lao ra là.
stops him, scouting things out.
သိပါတယ်
Light one.
နောက်ဆုံးချိန်ပါ
They also scouted him, but he's making a move. Without God Strength, Kassan is not dying.
သူစမ်းမကြောက်ပြလမ်းရှောင်းတယ်
This is what we were praising.
တော့
during
ပြီ
game
စ
one.
ပါလို့
ဒီစမ်းကိုရမှာ
The aggression that
Yeah,
never
yeah.
stopped after a certain point in the game.
You got level 2
It's
already.
time that they were able to pull that
အ
off.
မာရောရှော့
So
လာ
they got Solar Crest, but you can see the
Okay,
damage.
yeah.
They got him.
ဟုတ်တယ်လို့
It just the courier dies.
ဒါပေမဲ့ဘယ်လောက်တဲ့ပြဿနာဇလန်စတော့မယ်ဘယ်သူမှမလောက်တော့
And now here comes the turnaround once again. Nine.
The Yak
still
wala,
just
the Yak
level
wala.
five.
လောက်မဟုတ်ဘူးကွာ
Big difference from
The
last
Yak
game.
wala.
We're 12 minutes into the game, and these supports do not.
တော့ဆန်း no chance လိုက်
six.
အခုတေလိုက်ချနေ
Completely different game than what
ပြောမြောက်
happened
top ဆန်
in
top
phase
ဆန်
one.
ပဲ
Shadow Demon is
အကောင်ကြီးဘယ်ချိန်မှာဘယ်လိုထွက်လာမလဲမသိ
They got him.
ဟုတ်ဒါမှမဟုတ်ရှိဒီကောင်ဟို
ဟိုရပြီးသွားပြီ
Magnetize the roll, the
ကြောက်
sun ray.
ဒါမှမဟုတ်တဲ့ပြဿနာတက်လာမှာဒီကောင်တော့ထုမရဘူး
Turn those bones to dust.
အဲ့စပင်းမေးဟိုမစ္စတာဘေး
In favor of TSM.
ပြီးနောက်ကအောင်မှာ
ပြင်တော့ strong ဖြစ်နေတာမင်းတို့ဆော့
She's
ဆော့မ
farming
ကောင်း
a lot. Also, I
ကြောင့်မ
don't see
တိုင်းသိပြီနော်
them invading enemy triangle.
ငါဟိုဘက် ram မြင့်နေအောင်ငါမဆော့တော့ဘူးလား
Kill. I like that Tomato even put
ခရီးမစားတာပြဿနာရှိ
like
အော်ပြဿနာရှာ
Clips
ဒါပေမဲ့
is not gonna
မင်းလိုက်မှာတကယ်ဆော့ရတော့မင်းအဲ့ SP နဲ့တကယ်ဆော့မင်းတကယ်နိုင်တော့လေ
ဒီကောင်လေး
ရှယ်
ခ
တက်
ရီးသိပ်ကိုစားပါဦးဒီကနေ့
slightly more active. So
Lay by
အေးဟိုကဒီကောင်လိမ့်မဲ့လိုက်ပြည့်လောက်မစားဘူး level နဲ့ဆော့
nighttime aura is
အေးပေါ့တို့ level မြင့်လေအကောင်ပိုကောင်းလိမ့်မယ်ငါပြော damage
Showing
နောက်ဆုံးလိုက်တာပဲ
see
လို့
a game swap like this from 1 to 2.
နောက်ဆုံးတွေ့လက်စစ်ကိုရအောင်စားပြီးရှေ့ကလေးတကောင်တစ်ကောင်လောက်စားရင်မစိုးဘူးကွာ
TSM out, even though
ဘုတော့တနိုင်းတစ်ကောင်တစ်ကောင်ပေးတဲ့ရင်လက်စစ်နဲ့ပါလဲဆိုမ
they
စိုး
come back in game number
Level
2.
တော့တက်လာ
Ready to go.
ပြီးအောက်ကပြည့်နိုင်မယ်
why we praise them.
လက်ကျန်လောက်မှာအဲ့လောက်ခရီးစားနိုင်အဲ့လောက်ကြီးမကြံဘူးအေးစစ်တလာစားရ
They can play right now.
Summer fire နဲ့ရိုက်ခိုင်းတာစခွက်ပုတ်
Constantly running.
Summer
it.
fire
ဘယ်ပုံမှာ
Comes down
Oh,
to,
yeah,
like,
it's
the
hard,
draft
I
that you have.
အလုံးချရ
Wow,
တယ်
feeling much more comfortable.
PS5 ကို
I would
UFC
say,
တော့
on
ဆော့
this
ပါ
first
လား
trip, even though he did well in the laning stage. As
ဇေဘဲတယောက်တည်းကကင်းလား
in this one, he
ပြန်
definitely
တော်ငုံနေ
ဒီအားကြီးကြီးอ่ะသိ
depends on
သေး
the
တယ်
matchup. He got counter picked. This was Plains. They knew the
Yeah.
first was going to go mid,
အဲ့တော့ကိုယ့်ကိုပဲ
but still
ဆော့ပြီး
managed
ကို
to
ယ့်ကိုသိ
get
သေးရပေါ့တယောက်ကြီးอ่ะအဲ့တော့
to
မနေ့ကငါအေးချင်မူးနဲ့ကွာငါလည်းဇေဘဲဖုန်းခေါ်တာငါလည်းဝင်တော့ဝင်ပြီမရဘူးရမင်းဥစ္စာတိလားမင်းကမှားနေတာ
အေးဟိုအဲ့လိုပဲဟိုဘာဂေးပဲတစ်ခါကျရင်ရောက်ပတ်စုံပဲပေးဖို့ကလေးကြီးရှောက်ပြော
It's
တာ
got Mask Command.
ပါရီတို့ဘာကြီးတွေ
Level
ကြာနေ
9 compared to the Luna who's about to hit 10. Also has Mask Command. It's going to be Manta, of course.
စင်တို့မှာမဟုတ်ဂေးပါမှားတာ
မင်းပြန်စိတ်လဲစစ်လိုက်အောင်မင်းပတ်ဆွဲနေမင်းကငါတကယ်ဝင်လို့ပြောင်းအကောင့်အကောင့်ဝင်ပြီးတော့ဝင်ကြီးတွေလုံးဝမရ
ဟိုငါလည်းတကယ်တော့စကပတ်ပဲဝေနေတော့ဟာအဲ့လိုအဲ့ဒါပဲကြိုက်တာပါကွာအရေးရ
So
တယ်
tower not looking long for this world, and you can see Bryle going to pick up the arcane rune. So the control of the map right now is all for
တ
TSM.
ခါကြီးခေါ်လို့ရမလားခေါ်လိုက်တော့လေ
fair. They brought
အေးအပြောကောလေ
မင်းတို့ ခေါ်လိုက်တော့လုံးရှုပ်လုံးဝမရဘူးမော့ဒမ်မစ်တကယ်မလောက်တော့မင်းဘလုံးမလောက်နိုင်
နောက်ပွဲ3နိုင်ပါလား
Let's see if Knight can get out of the
ဆိုင်
trouble.
ကြီးကြရအောင်
Early veil there for Whitemon, so he throws
Still
that
level
down.
5.
ရှောင်းတဲ့ဟာမျိုးကို
ပြတ်သိမပြောတော့
Never gonna find
ဘိုး
himself.
ရတစ်ဖက်သက်ကြီးပြန်ဆန်သွားလို့ခံလာတယ်ဘာကြီးလဲချိန်တယ်ကိုမဆိုင်နိုင်တော့ဗျတဲ့
Venom's embrace, a gush. They don't commit, but they do save the life of 9.
လူစပယ်လည်းဖက်နေ
Keep
တော့ဆန်တစိုးလိုက်တာသွားမှာ
he just needs a little bit more
ပစ္စမကပြောင်းသွားတယ်ပြီးတော့မယ်ထားပါတော့ဟိုတိတ်မလို့တော့1400လောက်ပဲလို့တော့
available.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
ဘလို့ပြစ်ကြဘလို့ခုတ်ကြမှာဟိုဘက်က
To to my Luna
That's
point,
wow.
ပြီးနေပြီ
got buffed multiple times.
အေးတကယ်မလောက်တကယ်ဘယ်နဲ့ဆိုင်
မလောက်
Shard, which
Yeah,
also
damage,
got
yeah,
buffed in D-patch. So
ဘာလို့လုံးဝမသိ
self
ဘူး
damage reduction increased to like 25% from 20, so another 5% increase, another second added to it. Damage reduction on Blaze
ဒီ
also.
ရိုက်ဖို့ပါဖြစ်နေတယ်ဒီရအောင်ကောင်းလို့ဆိုပြီးရအောင်လား
And she feels
ဘီ
really
လီကတော့တော့
good.
အိုက်ဒီယိုဒါထောက်ပြနေတယ်ရ
Sven
ဒီ
Blink.
ခက်ပါပုံလို့ရုံးပြီး
I'm not sure if she's gonna
Go,
die.
yeah.
And this
Go,
Bristle
go,
is
go,
gonna
go,
soak up most of the damage.
Huh?
You have Sunray coming out, so it
ဒီ
feels
လိုရောကကောင်းလို့ဆိုပြီးတယ်ကွာဒရဂိုနဲ့ကိုရီပြည့်သွားတာဘာပြဿနာရှိလို့
Bristle, I believe.
ခွီးတွေ
ဘယ်ဘယ်ရွေးရတော့တိုက်တော့ကြိုက်
အမဲနဲ့ဟိုဟာဒီဟာပြော
ထားပြီစစ်စား
He's
Yeah,
getting
they're
close to
low,
picking it up. He's feel
ဘာလို့ပါဒီဆောင်း
I love the name of that spell.
စစ်စားမသိ MRD ဘိုးရောက်နေတယ်ငါတိတ်တော့မကြိုက်ဘူးကွာ
Bristle back his own name. He loves himself a lot.
heroes with spells of their
တော့
own
ဘူးသူ
name.
ဟာခစ်တစ်ပြုံးပြီ
Doom.
Doom,
စစ်စစ်ပြုံးတိတ်တော့မကြိုက်ဘူးကွာ
global silence, I would say.
တိတ်တော့သဘောမကျဘူးတကယ်
Silencer,
လား
silence makes sense. But Bristle back,
ဆိုတော့ငိုရိုက်ကြီး
original
look.
name spell.
ဘယ်ပြင်းနေကွာဒီပဲ
Man,
Yeah, though.
like stack
အ
more.
တော့ဆန်တဲ့ဆိုတော့ဒီအမကရွှိုင်းလိုက်ကြည့်ရပဲထင်တယ်ငါဟို
Thundra, they love to farm those
တက်စကင်းနေရွှေ့
heroes to do so.
ပထမဘယ်ဘာခိုင်းတော့သိလားသိလိုက်လားမသိလိုက်ပါဘူး
မသိဘူး
ဒီလား
Meteor hammer, so they fortify the two.
နေနေလာတော့ငါငါတူကြည့်နေမဟုတ်လား
ဒီတော့ကောင်းသူကြည့်ရော
Still around it.
ပထမဝယ်ပြီးအမြင်နေတယ်ပြီးရမဟုတ်ဘူး
Go up towards the
ဒီ
top.
တော့ပြမြင်ပါတော့တူတူပါလို့တော့
ကဲရောကဲရောကဲရော
They know where they're at. They know
ဟို
where
လာ
they're
ပြီ
coming
ဗျာ
from.
ဘာမှကြောက်
Got Tomato and Bryle nearby,
လာကဲ
အား
လာ
တော့ဘာမှကြောက်
as well as also having White Mind.
တီဗီကူတော့ပြ
လိုက်
လာ
ရလိုက်ရတာကောမ
Looking to maybe get 9. They've got this long range initiator in Bryle. So he can just roll in and go. Veil, charge, Sunray with a lucent beam. They're still trying to get onto 9. Run away as
I
the
don't know
Skitter
who
vessels
chat.
and they don't commit to the kill just yet. They have Skitter coming
တော့
over.
တော့
maybe
တော့
find
ဖြစ်
something.
တေးကွာတေးတိုက်တိုက်တိုက်တိုက်တေးရတိုက်ရ
Supernova goes
အိုးစစ်နေမှာ3ရဟဲ့ဆိုကြီး
He's on to 33.
တေးပါပဲစစ်
He's
တော့
able to
မ
escape.
သိတော့ဘူး
That's in the
Supernova
water.
အဲရ
Oh,
တေး
take
ကို
it.
ရောက်ပေါ်
Hammer's
ပါ
gonna be thrown over on a
Sorry,
Bryle. They'll get
yeah.
the kill there on
Sorry,
the Air
yeah.
Spirits.
Oh.
Take away a 3-time spree that goes into the hands of Sven.
စတင်နေတယ်ဘာဖြစ်
And
ပြီ
9 and have charged for 10 more seconds, so catching up to White
Oh.
One's going to be pretty difficult unless they can get this Nether Strike, and he's just in the range of it. So that allows the follow-up for the Storm Hammer, the damage with the God Strike, and another kill here for the
တော့ငါ
Sven.
တို့ဘွဲခိုးကျင်တယ်ငါတို့စိုင်ကျင်တော့တယ်
Different side of the map, Kasane.
Ah,
Now
He's dead.
အော်လူတော်ထိပဲ
thinking about going through the gates. Can they find another one?
မြင်သွားပြီအုံလိုက်ဝယ်ခံအောင်ပဲပြန်
Anything on Tomato. But not going to follow that up with anything more. Skitter, he doesn't have God Strength remaining.
ဟို SP ကိုကွဲသွားလို့ပဲ
I can understand what Kasane tried to do. Went for the solo kill on Tide Hunter.
တော့တိုက်ကြည့်လည်းမပေါ့ဘူး
Dead in the water.
တိုက်ကြတယ်ခုမှ
In place, it's such an annoying ability. Like the cast range on it, it's like you have to be on top of the heroes to actually cast it. But once you do, it's also a
ဘစ်စတာပဲအပြာဘလို့လေအဲ့နှိတ်သုံးလိုက်အောင်လားငါတခါမသုံးဘူးအဲ့
စူးတွေထွက်တာပေါ့အောက်ပြောင်းပြောင်းပြောင်းနေရော
doesn't have.
အဲ့လိုတော့သိတာပေါ့အမေကဘလို့လို့သူတတ်တတ်မဲ့အဲ့နှိတ်မှာသူအော်တိုဖြစ်တာဒါမှကြောပေးပြီးမှအဲ့နှိတ်ရ
အဲ့ Twitch ကနေကြည့်တယ်ပဲသူကထောက်ကြည့်လို့ရတယ်ပါလေ
Sane does
Twitch
have Ags.
ဂိမ်းထဲမှာလို့ပဲထောက်ကြည့်တယ်
He's trying to find anybody he can. They need a little bit more control if they're going to be wanting to work with Kasane here to put that damage out on them. Maybe they're looking at 33. Charges come through into Tomato though, top lane.
Good
So
angle from
Hey.
nine.
the team is split away from him,
Hey,
and
what?
Tomato's going to
စ
die.
တင်နေပြီ
They bring in 3 heroes, and it's an easy kill out
အေး
of the
အတိုင်းနဲ့တိတ်ရချင်းနေကောင်းတာမဟုတ်ဘူးအတိုင်းကြီးပေးပြီး
left alone and left to die.
These last two fights for TSM, like they needed Bristleback to be there. Now Tomato overstepping, going for an extra wave, paying with his life. Thundra, they're back into this game.
And they're
I
gonna
know,
have to
Malcolm, but yes, I know.
towards bottom, looking for something that they can go for even more.
ဆန္ဒလာလိုက်ချနေပြီ
It's opened again here in game number 2, where Thundra can just move around the map and get these kills pretty easily. Still need a way to deal with the Bristleback, but what they've been doing right now is just staying away from him, right?
They have very limited amount of stuns on TSM. If
တေး
they
ကြပြီရ
lock
ပါ
down
တော့
or kill
တေးတော့
Spirit,
တရားပြကဲရပါ
they're gonna have hard
အေး
time
တေး
catching
ခွက်ရပြီရငါ့ငါ
โอ้ยထွက်တည်ထွက်တည်
with Topsy.
Not again.
Oh, he's going to be forced to use the Eclipse and run away.
ပြီးတော့ကြီးရတန်းတယ်
It's over, but they're gone.
အော်တေးခံပြီးရိုက်လိုက်ပေါ့တေးလောက်
တေးပြီတကယ်တေးဟဲ့တကယ်ပတ်ပြီလား what the fuck မောင်ညံကောင်းနေပြီ
Through the twin. He's able to just walk north.
They're getting outplayed so hard right now. These last like 3 minutes, it's all Thundra. First they kill him 2 times, then they manage to save Skeeter and also like find extra kills. Plus, they're gonna kill mid tower. He's near the enemy Tormentor, and then he's finding an angle to find like some good initiations onto Luna 2 times in a row. He was in a really bad spot, and now he's almost as farmed as Earth Spirit.
Bryle's game is slowed down, and 9 is just
That's really other job, yeah.
using his
မတက်သေးဘူး
အဲ့ဆိုတော့အောက်ထဲရောက်သွားပြီ
onto these fights and
ဆောက်တော့မယ်
သူကရအောင်နေအကောင်ချတယ်မချတယ်ပြတယ်လည်းမဖြစ်ဘူး
and pushing these heroes towards his
အဲ့ကောင်ပြတယ်မချရဘာမှလုပ်လို့မရ
right? Like the charges are coming from
လိုက်ကြောင်းပန်းလို့မ
You
ကောင်း
don't expect
Không
it.
mà đấy hả?
Yeah.
he's got that he's got the lure out, he's got the angles down.
Sao chép chép à? Đấy,
That's what
tức là
he's
đấy.
doing.
He also has extra 500 night vision, so
Khi na chú ba đi đâu đi của chú đấy.
that's Luna's vision.
ခြေဒီကော
Earth
နော်
coming in, Whitemon
ညော
gets
င်
caught.
ဘယ်လိုရှိရောထိတ်ဆုံးနေရောက် what the fuck
Thompson
သက်ပန်လား
better than last game, but
ဟုတ်
he's 4-1 and
ပြီးနေ
2 and
ပြီးနေ
doing A-OK as they've got the dust, the look for 9, they hit the roll. Now they've got the geomagnetic grid to get the silence. They've got everybody here to get this kill on a 9.
ဒီဘက်7เนาะတကယ်ဟိုကဖတ်တော့ပဲဟိုကလည်းတော်တော်ခွာတယ်
ဟုတ်တယ်
တကယ်ဆော့တဲ့ပုံကြည့်နေနေ
တွေ့လာ
Stuck. Look at their
အော်
aim.
လုံသွားသေး
Just TP.
တင်မလာတွိုင်းသုံးတာလေအောက်မကြောက်
Try to go with another play from Tumblr's toy, but got stuck and roll. Not enough range to actually cast it. While all this has been happening, Skeeter, he's farming, has 9-second BKB available. Going into Shadowblade next. They're gonna need to pick up some early gem. Like there's a big issue in this patch where if you're playing against like 1, 2, maybe even 3 in these heroes, because they're gonna have double Shadowblade plus Clinks, maybe a Glimmer Cape. You just don't have enough reveal. Like you can't see them, and after you see them, they're already dead.
So they're going to match up. They're going to join in. 9's going in. They hit the Ravage. That gets all the way on the edge on a Whitemon. They find Bryle. They've got the damage. Godstrain's going to be popping. The Eclipse being used. But Soulbind, that connects the 2. And Skitter's trying to go in, but the Eclipse doing a lot of damage with Kasane coming off from this tier 1.
ဗမ်းမိများတယ်တေးကြီးကောင်လေးကောင်လုံးပြန်တေး
Kasane
တေးတော့
still going forward and looking to find maybe 9 and or this Sven. The attention now on the really Heartbreaker, and the damage is there to get the kill. They get 2, they take out Thompson pretty quickly, and they lose Brian.
Đi quá đi heo
They've
đi.
been hoping
Sao
for
đây
the
mà
inside
lúc
of
kia đã
TSM.
quý ra đi heo đi.
Sven.
Bây giờ cái bơm đi.
First fight,
7
they
9 10နဲ့
showed up with 5
Hey,
heroes,
yeah.
like 5-man
ဘုံကနေ
strong.
လောက်ပဲ
And now you see the power of Bristleback. Kasane still yet to die in this game.
ထောင်းတော့တောင်းတုံး
Some
တော့
of those games where
မကွာဘူးလို့ပြန်
he just doesn't die at all, even if they lose.
He dies. Like they get Silver Edge on Sven, he's gonna die.
Sure, man.
Without Sven, if they don't focus him with Sven, they just don't have enough damage.
Right.
Thompson picked up that shard from Tormentor. Burning Barrage, which is his old ability. You one-shot the creep wave with it, so that's pretty good.
You're in a rush. I like this play from TSM. Oh, they got scanned out.
They want to steal enemy Tormentor. That's the play. It
But
feels like
they
Thunder
know.
knows that they can't take a fight right now. So what they want to do is maybe steal enemy Tormentor. They have how many shards already? 3. Plus snaking bot 1.
Right.
9. Places Deep Observer Ward. With the Deso, Solar Crest, they have more than enough damage to take it out.
It's going to go to the way of 9. So the last one that they need or want is the one for Sven with War Cry. But they get Clean Your Pocket.
Thinking like it's a really good ability
What the fuck?
against like Doom, where you
ဒီ
have
အားကြီး
some
ကွာတာတူအဲ့ဒီဒီပြဟုတ်တယ်
lockdown.
တပီးရဲ့တကူပါမကြ
Hey, look at, oh my god, the damage
အဲ့ဒါ
just
ဆောင်းပြုတ်
disappears.
ဘာနေ
It
မှာ
melted.
မာရ
They chopped the watermelon in half, Gallagher style.
There's a lot of stuff that he can't crack enough, like bristlebacks, blow sprays, these shadow poisons. Like even in the lane, they were hurting Thompson. I just like saying Thompson. I'm so glad that he's back to professional Dota.
ဒီရဲ့ဝေးတာလေကြောက်ရကျဲလိုက်what the
His new face for the year, I would say.
โอ้ยဒီကောင်လေး
Charger's coming from another angle. I don't even think they need it.
သွားပြီအဖို့လည်းမပေါ့
They might have wanted to save the charge for the second life here. Aegis already used. Tomato now going as Kasani's coming from the other side, but Thompson, he's invis, so they don't even focus their attention onto him. They want to go and get the kill on the Sven. Ari coming over with the BKB pop. He'll go for the TP out, and there is nothing they can do about that.
Ari tried to go with demonic purge, remove his war cry. And maybe they have enough
Thompson
physical
fanny
damage,
eagle.
because You saw how fast
Hey,
the
Bawa.
Hunter died.
အဲ့ကိုတော့စင်ဖန်
You have
Oh,
extra
wow.
damage
Thompson
coming out
fanny.
from Luna. These
အဲ့နေပြီ
တော့ပြရှုံးတာလေကောင်း
Tomato again. He's gonna drop the
ဟုတ်
eclipse.
ဘူးဒီတော့စိတ်ကြည့်လို့တော့ရှုံးလို့ပေါ်ကေကုန်လို့
Kill there on the top team. He's surviving for the moment. They got the
အဲ့
rabbit.
ပြန်နိုင်နေပါလားပြန်တာ
Kelly.
That landed onto Ori as well.
တင်ကိုယ်တိုင်နိုးထားမှချင်းရောက်နေပြီ
Survives. Meteor hammer down. Phantom's embrace on both these heroes. Kasane and Ori.
ဒါဝါရောဘာလဲကောဝဲတော့ချစ်ကြည့်ရောရတော့
One grenade.
pain, yeah.
Of his
It's
face.
just-
He's
it's
out.
just- hey, life is all good.
What a play from 9, but
တကယ်
ပိတ်နေတော့လို့
Tomato gets caught bottom with no time to back him up.
ဒီတော့ဆက်ဖို့တော်တော်နာနာတယ်ဗျာရော
right now, and then killing him in the mid
ဒီ
lane.
နားလည်းခွေးလို့ပြောတာအဲ့ hero
Couple of unnecessary
ဟာ
deaths
ဟုတ်
on
ပြီ
Luna.
လားပို့လိုက်တယ်ဒီတော့မြေကြီးတုံးလိုက်တာသဘောလေ
Pretty similar to the previous game where they kind of killed the timing with some really nice rotations. Seems like they're doing it again.
ဒီကနေ့ grenade ကိုဦးကြည့်ဒီဝယ်တော့နော်
And they
ဒီ
have
နေ့
found an
grenade ခြေလုံး
opening
ဝယ်
to really push through. And
ဘာဝဲကဝဲလာပြီပြီးပါ
Something that we did mention is TSM, they don't have enough lockdown. Like,
နောက်ပိုင်းဆောက်ပြီးတော့ဥဆိုင်တော့
to run in their faces, Viscous
လူကြီးကိုစောက်ရတာ
By
ဝဲ
the
တော့
way,
ဝဲမ
for
တော့
like good 50
သိတာ
years of playing Dota,
ဝင်းကားနေဒီပြက်နေတာဒီသဘောကြီးကြ
I realized a couple of years ago
yeah.
ဘုရားတီးခဲ့ဒီလည်းမတုံးရတယ်
vicious nasal too, not the vicious nasal.
efficient
ကားနေအောက်ပြီးပြောဟလာ
I've read it, but I don't know, like 20 years ago.
We
Okay,
got
this
it,
sounds
Bobby.
good. Sounds
He
good,
did
you know,
be
it's not a bad, not a bad name for a spell.
It definitely isn't a bad name if it was changed to vicious. I've never seen nasal goo to be vicious, but I've never had a cold that bad. But viscous is the thickness. Sonic.
And Bristleback definitely got that thickness. Again, didn't die a single time in this game.
He's still
ဒီဘက်0 dead
over, but 4-0 and 5.
ရှုံးပြီး
ဘယ်ရှက်တော့ဘယ်ဆုံးပြီးလိုက်စပယ်တက်ကိုမညာ
Something like that. But they are setting up, potentially looking to kill off
အေး
this
ပြီးပါ
roll all the way through. Finds 9. Spirit vessel.
That means
on,
sorry,
there's
no,
the
that's
roll.
very good.
Some viscous nasal goo for
Mm.
him, and a kill there for Sonic.
ညားတယ်ပြောတော့ကဲပြီးဆိုတုတ်လိုက်ရဆိုတော့သိတာပဲ
အော် feed damage ရဟုတ်တယ်
Getting melted by this sun ray.
feed 3ရသွေးများ
အဲ့တော့တေးတော့မယ်
I think they just need to be get bigger objectives here than just that spirit breaker, right?
Next Roche, maybe, because Thundra, like, their movements are really, really good when it comes down to picking people off and then resetting without getting anyone killed on their side.
They ride the line to go up top. Ari and Tomato are here is the other three on the side of TSM.
နမဘလောက်ပြတက်ခွန်30ဟလာဒီမှာကြည့်ရတော့အင်းလေးထဲမှာ
BCDE
Yeah,
stream
wow.
is
3k
1-9 for Anthony
ဩ
over
အဲ့ဒါဗျာ
26 minutes into that game.
server ထိဆုံးရအောင်
7-5 in favor of 9 Pandas, 11-8 in favor of LPD, and 14-8 in terms of kills.
ပြောတော့
Now I
ဆောက်
want
တော့
to watch that game,
ဆောက်ခံရနို
see
င်
what happened. That's always the problem at the first couple of days of TI games, is like you want to watch so many and then like last year I watched multi streams, and then if you ask me 2 days after what happened, I couldn't say like what happened because I would just watch too much. Everything got mixed up in my head.
Information overflow.
Yeah.
ဘယ်7ကို break ဖို့က7တော့မပါတော့
Silver Edge also on
ဘယ် story နဲ့ဆိုရင်တော်တော်ခက်မှာ
သိပါရဲ့ပဲဒီကောင်
Walk away and TP
ဟိုး
attempts.
ကောင်းပါပြီ
Ooh, the kick into the disruption.
Good
Stopping
play.
the TP, and now they've got the roll. But again,
Quit.
now
Hand,
running
okay.
Silver Edge.
Oh yeah,
charge,
bro.
charge? No,
No way, he's getting out.
All right, 9.
Yeah, look what you
It's the Lotus just in case he's gonna die from this spirit vessel. And on the other side, they're making a move.
Whoa, everybody's here. Sunray, I don't think that's going to be enough. BKB pop, Tamano's gone. They squash him into ketchup, and they look for Whitemon. They've got the Soul Mine, Kasane as well as Aria.
Ravage still
There's
available.
the charge, there's the Ravage. Kasane up into the air. He's got the Lotus Sword, but the damage coming in isn't going to be enough with another
Great,
sword from
Robbie.
9. They got to kill the Aria. They'll take out Kasane for the first time, and that will be a full
ပလက်ဆိုင်တာလုံးဝမဟုတ်ဖြစ်ဟိုကမဆိုင်တော့
I know.
ဘောဆို
The amount of stuff that he did in this game is just insane.
break out လောက်တာအချိန်ကြီးပုတ်တာခဏ
Like charge Luna multiple times in a row, and now also surviving 3 heroes while
I know
resting
you
is
see the
making a
result,
slow
yeah.
onto the mid lane,
Leave it,
placing
leave
down
it.
this observer board. Like
ဟီရိုကအကွာကြီး
Luna, she
ပြန်
just
ကပ်လိုက်ဆောင်းရစ
disappears.
ပြဿနာပြောပါကြီး
Her abilities are not working. Like both of those are broken.
အဲ့
And also,
ပြန်တော့ရှုံးတော့
the issue that
ရှုံး
I
တော့
have
မအောင်ဘာက
ဒီရှုံးသွားပြီဟိုက TSM ရှုံးသွားပြီ
BKB is
ရှုံးတော့တော့ဒီအိုင်းဆိုမလား
ဟာကွာစက်ကိုစက်တစ်ကလည်း
experience ကွာလို့တယ်တရားတဲ့ experience တွေကွာ
only receive a portion of it.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
ဆိုလိုက်မှာသူက
Again, it's
ဟုတ်
one of
တယ်
those games,
ခု
Thundra
ကြတော့တိုင်ပဲ
hit that point of overwhelming TSM. For a while, TSM, they looked like they were okay. 15 minutes into the game, they had themselves like a 4,000 or 5,000 net worth lead. They were looking good, moving around the map.
လူကြီးကြီးတာ
Just at this point of a hard stop that comes from Thundra.
SPV ရဲ့ network ကဖိနေဝင်တော့အောက်မှာစပုတ်တော့ဟုတ်တယ်
ပြရခဲ့
The
so
gun
that-
of that axe, there's
it's
no
gonna be-
while to go.
သူဘယ်လားတော့ဆက်တော့
Nether's trying to hide. He's in a little bit of a tough spot, but the
သူ
Gushing
စမ်းတော့နံပါတ်4နေရာလောက်မှာရှိပါ
ဟိုဆန်တော့
ဒီတော့တော့တော့
ဘယ်နဲ့ဆိုင်တော့ဆိုးတယ်
ဝင်ဖက်ပစ်တဲ့ဘူပါဒီလားဒီဘလိုကြီးရော
Radiant structures are falling.
Oof, maybe one more fight and they might
Luna
follow.
free
Sorry,
super 7 ထပ်ပို့ဆို
Damage, I again want to
Yep,
point
yep.
out the itemization from Thundra. Sven picking up early shard to give them even more armor. Going into AC next, the Solar Crest immediately on Thompson. Tidehunter also picking up this early shard dead in the water. We mentioned it that it ruins completely Earthquake. Like you roll in, you're gonna die. And we
ဓာတိတာ
said,
ပြောရ
you
တယ်
know, maybe one more fight.
agility ကြီးတော်
Maybe
လား
not even one more fight.
Well,
They
I
can get
need
like
one
a
by-
pick off into another
Oh,
pick
yeah,
off
yeah.
and then
သူ
just
စစ်တကားမှဒါမှတကယ်သူစစ်ဖြစ်
uh-oh, Tomato.
ဟုတ်တယ်ဘ
As
တူးကြီးဖြစ်ပါ
Silver
အဲ့
Edge
ဒါ
might break Tidehunter.
ဟိုကောက်တည်းဘယ်လိုပြောလဲခဏတည်းဟိုလိုပဲမချတယ်ချတယ်ပါကားလိုက်
Close to
But he fight that, no one will want it.
Headband.
Psychic headband.
ဂျီဂျီနဲ့တော့ကွာတယ်
ဟိုဝေးရတယ်သွားပြီ
တော်တော်ဆော့
No chance. Hit him up with the Hines as they're looking
Yeah,
at
they did.
Luna, but they
I
have no
think it-
detection again.
Are scattered.
ဆောင်းမှုတွေကွာပေါက်
Let's
ကွေး
see, they scan the other
Review
side.
quiz.
They should know. Let's see if 9
တော်
finds
ပြီးပါ
it.
ရှုံးကုန်ပြီရော
What a juking play from Tidehunter. First he like uses fog and then pushes him away with Psychic Headband. Manages to survive Tomato.
Oh.
Another Silver Edge. Dust is now
ဒီမ
available.
ပြတ်တော့ဂျက်ချွိငါလည်း
89တယ်ရောက် what the hell ရောက်တက်တော်19တယ် what the
Prime example.
မင်းအစောပိုင်းတော့မင်း17နဲ့တည်းတန်တော့တကောင်ပဲကြည့်ရတယ်ဟိုကစတော့
Kasane, disruption
Hold on,
trying to
ah.
save. Info
Hold it.
Bring Barrage
Hold it.
as well. The damage is in.
ကြာရွေးဝင်
Man.
နေပြီ
They will
17
rip
တိ
the
ကလေ
missiles off his back.
ဘေးအဲ့ဒီတဲ့ဆေကိုဘယ်လိုကြည့်ပလေကိုတော့ဘေးအဲ့ဒါသုံးရတော့
But, well, they've got the right clicks to scramble and end.
မလောက်ဘူးတော့တကယ်ကြီးအဲ့ဒါ
Yeah, he tried to
Hello?
buy
Hello?
a
Don't
little
like.
bit of time
Hitting on the Ari,
to
goes
save
from a
him from
distance.
that
Check.
break. It's not enough. Disruption 2.75, break lasts for 4 seconds, and this overwhelming damage from Sven is.
ဘောနဲ့အကုန်လုံးကကွက်တိကွက်
Also,
တိ
Skeeter with Satanic, like he doesn't care too much now about your dues, your close sprays. Hits level 25, so God strength.
ညဘယ်စမ်းလဲဘာမှမမှန်နိုင်တော့
Now they're gonna go for Roche.
break
ဘယ်လိုလဲ break line ကဘာလို့ break ချင်းမှာလဲ
They try to
တကယ်တော့ကွာ7 city နဲ့ခါနဲ့ top ဆန်ပြတာနဲ့ကို damage လောက်သွား break တဲ့ချင်းမှာ
Thundra just did Thundra things. Outfarmed them, went for the pickoffs. I think word outplay describes this game pretty much perfectly.
Yeah. Definitely seems like it, right?
စောရလာပါပြီး
Just in the movements you talked about it when they were moving around the map, finding Tomato, especially where he almost died back to back in the top lane. TP'd in and almost died again after they had gotten the kill on him, and that was just outplaying and moving from
အဲ့
A.
ဒါရယူရိုက်ကိုလက်ကြီးရကြည့်
The movements through the twin gates, the movements over mid, finding all these heroes out. Nine's movements have been just amazing overall.
Radiant are scanning.
As he charges and hits mid. Peter's on the front line here, but he's got an Aegis. Trying to find something as the BKB is topped by Bryle. Soulbind is in, and Kasane now on the run, the roll, and the Soulbind connects, and they're gonna have this combo. They hit the Hex. This is some trouble. Bryle survives. Magnetized.
Hey, BKB don't let
All right, they get the first life out of the hands here of this Sven. He's gonna be back alive once more. They go to the Eclipse. Mono not working with a lot of health here, but not gonna be able to use up into the air and survive for a moment. The Eclipse finally lands down and kills off the Spirit Breaker. Roll for more. That lands. Hits on a top seed. A Ravage committed. That will take.
That's a defensive one.
Not on it in the air. But when they look for more, Thompson's got the Spirit Vessel on him. They're trying to connect. Shoulder smash. Roll off the mark. Skeeter's still running. Thompson over through the mid lane and just don't have the vision on these heroes to keep up.
Sven unable to like get the damage done early on.
သူကစောက်ရမြင်တယ်ပြီးခါကော
Respawns, doesn't have God strength available.
ရိုက်တော့ပါ
Thompson, he's chasing. It's a
They
lot of
need a bit
damage.
EV.
Has Hex available.
โอ้ย
They got their break.
Right here.
အဲ့ break တာမဟုတ်တော့ကြက်ပြောင်းလို့ရိုက်တာ
Mari.
ဆုပ်ပြတ်တာ
He's off. Okay.
ရမှာရော
အဲ့ဒါဘာလို့လဲ cherry shot ပါ
So
ဟိုကောင်နဲ့ TSM အတွက်စီကန်းဆောင်ရင်ရှိရဆိုအမေတို့အကုန်ပြေးတာတန်းနေတယ်ပြီးပြန်ပတ်ပြီးပြန်ရိုက်
PS อ่ะ
ဒီဘက်ကကောင်တွေကမတိဘူးဘုံတိ
Dragon Scepter upgrade.
ဟောတန်းတော့
ဘတ်ဘာပြောတာတော့
ဟုတ်ပါအေး hero experience နဲ့ကွာအောက်တူ player experience နဲ့ကွာတယ်
ချားစီပဲဒီဘက်တဲ့ဆိုင်တာဆောင်းရဆူဒီဘက်
Dead in the water.
အဲ့ရောက်အဲ့ abandoned carry ကိုတော့ဟောထိလို့ရတယ်အဲ့ cherry shot ပဲ support ဝင် level 25နဲ့20လောက်ဒီအဲ့ဒီမှာလဲ hash break ဆိုတာပါ
Nine commit to this all the way through.
Hell,
He does. He goes all the way in. Tomato as he gets two shot. Skeeter knocks him out of the fight. He
Wow,
buys
was that
back, but
Luna? She disappeared instantly. Like she just can't deal with this insane amount of damage that they deal. One charge from third.
တူရီဟာ
It's broken,
ဆုပ်ပြတ်
and then
နောက်ပဲရ
one shot. It gets one shotted by
ပြော
Sven.
ရှိပါရဲ့လား
There's
မ
the
ချီ
GG Tundra
ဘူး
will get the 2-0 over TSM to start this road to the international.
ကီကီကီကီကီ
game ဘယ်သားကြည့်တယ်ဝယ်ပြီးတော့
It's a pretty unique.
အဲ့တော့ show me
But
ကြည့်တယ်မကားအာဝဲလာ
အဆိုးဝဲပါရဲ
မင်းဖွဲ့လာကြည့်
အာဝဲလာကြည့်တယ်ပြရရအောင်ပြရမရရင်တော့ကွာပဲတဲ့ဗျာ
ခေနာရ
This game is starting to look a lot like last
Apa
game.
kali
Which is
kau?
having a fantastic time, just running around, getting kills all over the place. He's already being involved in 16 of their 20 kills. That's more kills than 9 Pandas have total. Like this guy is getting.
အီဂျီနဲ့ Andy ပွဲပဲကျန်တော့ဟုတ်ပါ
game ပွဲပြီးရတယ်
ဒီမင်းပွဲမတွေ့တော့တွေ့
ကျန်သေးတယ်
ဟုတ်နေနေတယ်
game ပွဲကျန်တယ် game ပွဲကျန်တယ်
နော်
17နဲ့17တယ်ရတယ် game ကရိုက်ခံတယ်
ဟုတ်
တန်းကေလီကြီးကြီး
From Primal Beast and
Hey,
Stacks
we
even
are.
being taken out by the dire
Yeah.
team in the Radiant jungle feels pretty good for them too. Also those tier 3 tokens dropping Yeah.
As you know.
ဘောရမူအားထားဘလို့ပြန်ဆော့
So
ဘလို့
next
ဆော့လည်းပြန်ပြ
objective on the deck, or what both teams will be talking about right now, is Roshan. You have 2 minutes until the roach respawn. You have a gem picked up on LGD. Love it. You need to secure the roach area. You need to get the wards out. You're also playing
我
against
打
TSM.
话
You
没
need
啦，
to
或者
remove
是
the pesky
复位
traps.
啦。
Because these silencers, like let's say the random Phoenix is on some silence trap and he just dies because of it, it can lose you the entire fight.
LGD hanging around the Roshan pit. They're hoping for a very fast Roshan. It's going to be the opposite. It's a pretty long one. We still have about a minute 45 remaining. So with that yellow timer. So yeah, LGD not having the RNG in their favor, at least in that aspect. But they're going to still group up here and.
你为了都是呗。
Jarcho, oh no, he's going into the jungle right here. He's going to be jumped. There's a split up. Okay, he pops his rage and.
Crusade ဟုတ်တယ်ဒီကောင်နဲ့အချိန်ဆွဲမစို့ Crusade ပွဲတယ်တော်တော်များ2စီးနဲ့ပြန်တယ်
Gaiman did do a good job at removing like the lane
Well,
earlier on, but it looks like now LGD
Corner
themselves are not a two great wards because they just know what's ever so important now in like the next minute when this roach will respawn. You know, it's the last game they had was Chen Creep who could keep scouting. It looks like this time around it's just nothing to say who's gonna commit his body in the roach pit for the next 1 minute.
Get confused, you'd look over there, wait, Roshan's not that much.
Gaiman are coming. This is the thing. They removed the trap. They don't know.
တူတာသူတို့ရဲ့
တူပါတယ်မက်တာဖြစ်တဲ့အောင်ကိုင်တာအဲ့
Great target, easy kill. He is out for 50 without Primal. Certainly not as confident for LGD, but as I say this, they don't care. The egg is out. The swap in. Vengeful, obviously in a bad spot as a result, but doing his job. Quinn getting some auto attacks and a bristleback, so they lose Vengeful.
ဒီပွဲတမ်းမလောက်ဘူးဟိုကအမှားတယ်
On paper, is still looking good for Gaming Gladiators.
I mean, Cello's been having some crucial swaps in this game for sure. So Gaiman, they will take this trade. You take out the Primal Beast, gonna give you some more breathing room. And yeah, by the time Roshan spawns, it's gonna go down into the Radiant side actually. You're gonna have to start preparing him down there.
That's a good point. Yeah, you see they're noticing the timer as well. I'm sure it's will they notice Roshan actually spawn here?
ကလာ Radiant နဲ့ Minor
Roshan gonna make his way down in 8
ဘာမှမရှိ
seconds.
ဘူး
And they'll see that eventually. You look at it is funny how just the whole map
ဟေး radius အောင်အဲ့ကောင်ကြီးချိန်သွားရင်တော့ကောင်းမလားလို့ချိန်ကြီး
because of the 30-minute mark and daytime being hit. Roshan making his way over.
nice တီးလိုက်ပါ
And there you go. Now they'll notice.
LGD used all their
Hey,
forces
okay,
in
okay.
the area, and I don't blame
Changing
them.
it.
You need to set it up.
အဲ့
there.
ချိန်ကြီးအပေါ် effect ပိုဝင်မလားလို့
Stun Ray.
ဖြစ်နိုင်
Makes it a bit more difficult to
See?
get to. Jumps inside of Ace, trying to
We don't
remove
know.
absorb reflections. Bristleback, you don't care. Still spamming those quills, running forward, going on the Skywrath.
Oh, the back line.
Oh, jeez. The blow up there. Vengeful. Buys back, though, and now Bristleback getting low by Templar. Assassin is just too much damage. Yeah, 2 different fights taking place. Again, Bristol is harassing them. He really is.
Brave မပါဘူးဖြစ်နေသေးလား
This hero like the low skill, but like you can really see the difference of like a good bridge who will get his body in there. Like while Quinn and Celery are fighting, they probably expect their team to be coming, but
Brace
it's just
Brace
one
မပါဘူး
porcupine man who's
Yes,
just
ဘာလို့မရ
keeping his entire team separated.
ဟာဘယ်ဘူးဝေတော့
Yeah, he's literally on live stealer and centaur that whole fight, even
ဘာ
Skywrath.
လို့လာလေဟိုက
Goes
ကို
1
ပြောပါပဲ
versus 3 and allowing his team to then kill the TA in isolation.
ဘလုံးနဲ့မောင်း
ဟိုတော့ဟုတ်တယ်ရောက်တာပါဒီ
Potentially more importantly, it sets up a free Roshan on top of all of that.
ဒီလိုရအောင်
And
အပေါ်ကဝေပြီးတော့တကြီးတယ်ပါကာ
it's
ရီ
Aegis, cheese, it's gonna be more map, you have some tier 3 items, maybe he can get himself like his hands on another tanky item to help him out as well. I kind of like the Aegis on the bristle. Honestly, I think pretty good. I think CK will live through like the first burst and he can just use the cheese later. New, gonna show you how to kill the Tormentor on his own. Very simple. His team is gonna love that. As Shiro, top net if Hero gets the shard. No problem. I guess everyone else is they already have theirs.
No, too bad. Increases the cast range of that Chaos Bolt. And of course, Phantasm Illusion on the target. So it's one of those, hey, if he can get it, sure, why not? For free sounds good.
Yeah, it's so like honestly, if he stuns Tofu and spawns 1 Phantasm Illusion, it's gonna drop very low. He might even die.
Speaking of the map, once again, you just look at the spread from Gaming Gladiators. They're trying to retreat. Skywrath, this teleport will be successful. but having to make his
Young,
way
you know
back
about
to
it.
base.
Both
Centaur
That.
up north still, but
Young, you know both
trying to farm what would be an assault cure certainly.
Tao dây khả mà nó thì đấy, còn sơ
But just all three lanes are, well, I guess the middle and the top are pushing in favor of the dire team. The middle specifically.
Ê,
Yes, they're at tier 3.
bao bao cái đâu này mình show way về mà.
I don't know if they want to fully commit, but if they want to, oh my god, see you later.
Well, I mentioned it. Skyrath, he just dead.
Cái cái tay mình cái đồ số về quả, thì con tay mình mà ai.
I mean, they're still all here. They are starting to TP.
အဲ့ဒါဆောင်းกว่า Radiant နဲ့ Minor Fan ကွာပေါ်တော့နေ
That is not good. The swap from
ဒီဘာလို့လို့သွားပလိုက်တာလဲ
still alive, but committing a BKB to that as well.
ဒီပွဲမှာမသွားသင့်ဘူးလား
Could have the most tools now to fight this.
This is kind of like game one, like they go high ground, like they're kind of slowing it down, but they're using a lot of spells. So now you lose your first drag. So the same problem is going to be thrown at you in 10 seconds. How do you respond here if you game it?
I'm not gonna go bottom. Yeah, it really is a deja vu moment as far as Chaos Knight. They're trying to blow up him, but Templar's going to be locked down now as well. The silence is up. The goose being put out will survive just barely. Primal Beast went too deep. Although that blade man, got to be careful about that. Ends up dying though. Buys back aggressively. And he's going to be TPing as close as possible. But LGD wanted to possibly finish this game right here, right now. The Quills, the Bloodstone.
只有man 我တက်ကိုပြန်ပြီးပါကွာအဲ့ plus 3ဝိုင်းဖန်နေရမယ်စောက်ရမ်းဆိုးပြရဆို
Keep too much distance here.
Okay, it's a
ဘလို့မဖြတ်မရအောင်
Oh yeah.
plus 1ပြီးခါနေပြန်လေတော့မှာမင်း
But now with Bristle showing up, it's one cluster, and that feels like to the advantage of LGD to pulverize again. Another swap from Celery. Will it really matter in the long run though? As down goes Vengeful, he's staying up for 75 seconds. Quinn, they get the life stealer. That was life stealer. Now Quinn is also gonna fall. He's staying dead. Double kill for New. I think this could be the end, KZ.
I mean, he's tanking.
Let's go that way, Marvin.
The Ratio, careful. They're being found and farmed.
တက်ကမရော
Yeah, he got him.
Oh no. All right, they're just really throwing it at them now. The taunt's coming out. That is going to be official. GG, LGD. 2-0 over Gaming Gladiators. You know, we talked that this is one of the more hype matches throughout all the group stages, it feels like.
Oh, man.
But LGD, they are fighting strong.
And this is like, they're not just doing it with like, oh, you know, you go into this tournament, this hero's overpowered, this hero's overpowered. Like, they pick Chen game one, I think they're doing like some back type of thing in the second game as well, and just, again, playing really well. And this team was not that high on people's radar.
Lane and be perfectly fine. Like, has to be careful. You have to have the vision to know where the other enemies are. But it has definitely paid off in terms of
Okay, I'll be.
the levels, letting him just.
哎，可以是有司機都係。
花嚟，哎，Projo